On my 18th birthday, my parents sat me down and admitted they never saved a dime for my college because they didn't think I'd actually go or amount to much. 2 years later, they handed my little sister a BMW like it was nothing, and now they keep asking why I'm so distant. That night started with my mom's special chocolate cake and my dad coming home early, acting proud. After dinner, they told me to sit at the table. My sister was upstairs on her phone. My mom folded her hands and said, "College deadlines are coming. We need to talk about money." My dad cleared his throat. "We don't have anything set aside for you." I blinked. I waited for the joke. It didn't come. My mom smiled like she was doing me a favor. "Your grades are adequate. You've never really applied yourself." Then she said it, slow and clean. "Honestly, we didn't think you'd go to college, or that you'd amount to much." I stared at the candles. The wax slid down, thick and slow. My dad nodded like this was normal. They stayed calm, practical. My fingers gripped the chair until it hurt. Then he added, "Maybe community college, or retail. Something realistic." "I have a 3.8 gigapascals, I said. My mom waved it off. "Public school grades. You're average, honey." Then my dad brightened. "But your sister? She's gifted. We've been saving for her since she was born." "How much?" I asked. My mom's voice went flat. "That's not relevant to you." But I'd seen the statement on his desk once. $240,000. I stood up. "Thanks for telling me." My mom called after me, "Sweet as poison. Don't be upset. We're just being practical. You'll understand someday." I went to my room and shut the door. Then I filled out applications like my life depended on it, because it did. Aid and loans got me into a state school 3 hours away. The rest was on me. I waited tables on weeknights. I did data entry on weekends. I lived on ramen and 4 hours of sleep. When my parents called, they asked about grades like it was a performance review. They never asked about rent or books. That fall, my sister called crying because our parents were fighting about her car. She wanted it early. I held the phone away from my ear and said, "Must be nice to have that problem." She snapped. "You don't understand." I hung up before I said something worse. Christmas break. I came home because the dorms closed and I was broke. At dinner, they bragged about my sister's potential. Then my dad looked at me and said, "Not bad. Better than we expected." I told them I was working 60 hours a week. My mom frowned. "We never said we'd help you. You must have misunderstood." That night, I overheard them in the kitchen. "She's so distant," my mom whispered. My dad said, "She should be grateful." We told her the truth. Then he added, "She was never going to be Harvard material anyway." Something in me went cold, so I built an exit. I chased a 4 like it was oxygen. I joined honors. I took internships nobody paid for. That summer, my mom called and demanded I come home for my sister's huge 16th birthday. I said I couldn't afford to miss work. She snapped, "You're selfish. Family comes first." I stared at my empty bank app and thought, apparently not for me. By senior year, I landed a venture capital offer in Chicago. I didn't tell my parents until graduation dinner, when they finally asked, "So what's next?" "I'm moving to Chicago," I said. My mom perked up. "For what?" "A venture capital firm." My dad frowned. "How much does it pay?" I let the silence stretch. 65 to start, plus bonuses. My mom's fork clinked against her plate. My dad's jaw tightened. My sister stared like she'd never seen me before. Then my mom pasted on a proud smile and said, "See, we always knew you'd figure it out." I almost choked on my water. Of course she did. Now that it sounded good out loud. A few years later, I paid off my loans in one lump sum. I came home for Thanksgiving and my dad asked me to help them grow their savings. The same people who found money for my sister's full ride and a remodeled kitchen. I smiled and said, "You should hire a financial advisor." My mom tried, "But you work in finance." I said, "Not for you." My dad had a heart attack months later. In the hospital, he grabbed my hand and whispered, "I'm sorry. We were wrong." I didn't hand him instant forgiveness. I just said, "Okay." Then I showed up, quietly, the way they never did. Now my parents still ask why I'm not closer. I am close enough to visit, not close enough to forget.